Hi everybody, it's Lorena here at the Yogi Way and Rio. She loves my yoga mat. Well, I've got a request from one of our followers and friends from the Yogi Way for a little sequence of yoga poses to do before bedtime, or kind of to wind down after a long day and release some of that accumulated tension and relax and stretch a little bit. So here it is. A great position to start in is child's pose. So you want to start with your knees spread apart and your big toes touching, and then you want to lean all the way forward, stretch your arms as far as you can, and try to open up your chest and keep your shoulders pulling away from your ears. So what you want to see here is push your tailbone down as you're pushing away with your hands and your arms. So you have this opposing forces creating space and releasing tension in your spine. And stay down there and take a few long, slow, deep breaths. And when you're ready, you can switch over to another pose. If you have a foam block, and if not, you can use a folded up blanket, and you can place it right underneath your butt and sit on it, and then bring your knees a bit closer in and your heels along the side of your hips. So this is great for stretching up the quads. It's called hero's pose, and from here you can interlace your right arm underneath your left arm and try to clasp, if you can, both palms together. And as you inhale, lift the elbows as far as you can, so we're releasing and creating space between our shoulder blades. And again, take a few minutes and stay in the pose. Take some long, slow, deep breaths. And after that, release it and do the same on the other side. Left arm under, right arm over. Try to clasp your hands. And again, if your shoulders, and pull up, if your shoulders are really, really tight and this is not available to you, you can also just hold your elbows and try to press away from your body, or go back into child's pose. Now from there, we're going to stay in the same position and go into reverse prayer, which is this right here. And if that's not available to you, you can also grab your opposite elbows. And again, staying in hero pose. We're opening up the chest, drawing our shoulders up and back away from the ears, opening up the chest, and take some long, slow, deep breaths in this area. Draw the lower ribs in, tuck the tailbone in slightly, and create that extension. There's grounding going on in the lower part of the body and extending upward in the upper half. So again, release all the tensions that you've accumulated throughout the day, and take those long, slow, deep breaths. And when you're ready, you can come up to all four, knees below the hips, arms can be right below the shoulders, or if you have any wrist issues, just slightly forward. And from there, tuck your tailbone in and arch your spine like a cat, or cat-cow. And then stick your butt out and look up and arch your back like a cat. So we're going rounding our back and extending. So we inhale and exhale. And from there, we're going to pull up into down dog. And again, lift your hips up as far as you can away. You can bend your knees if you need to, and press with your arms Again, we're using traction and extension. Hi, that's Lola. Come over here, love. That's what happens in a yogi mama's life. And again, stay in these positions for several minutes. The important part is to relax into the pose. Don't do anything that doesn't feel comfortable or soothing. Take long, slow, deep breaths. And make sure that your hips are high up and your arms are straight, elbows straight. And again, you can always go back into the initial pose at any time, which is child's pose, knees apart, toes, big toes touching, and just come all the way forward and rest your chest and your forehead on your mat or the floor. Well, I hope that little sequence helped you. Let me know how you enjoy it. And again, really important to be really mindful when you're doing all these moves. Be really cautious. Don't do anything that doesn't feel comfortable or relaxing. And try to take long, slow, deep breaths and really connect with your breath. Be present in your body and let your mind just release any thoughts or tensions that you may have accumulated. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that, and have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Namaste, everybody.